This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Monday, December 2nd. It's officially Christmas season, guys. I'm here with Brandon and Stephanie. I'm Jeff. Erica has the night off, but how was everyone's Thanksgiving? Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, mine was awesome. I went to Miss Erica's house and I spent it with her family. It was awesome. I ate so much food. I was in a food coma for about 2 days. Is that where she is? Is she in a food coma? I think she might still be suffering, yeah. What about you, B?
I went home, and you remember how I've been like, oh, I'm ready to get married, I'm ready to have kids. I was around my 1.5-year-old niece. I'm not ready for kids just yet.
Wore you out, right?
Oh my gosh, there was one point I just laid there and she was still jumping on me like, do it again, do it again. I was like, yeah, I threw you up in the air like 50 times already. Like, calm down. But I love going home because it's like a reset button.
In Virginia, right?
Yeah, in Virginia. What about you?
We stayed here with the kids. We had some friends come in, some family come in. I cooked for everybody.
Yeah.
Woke up at 7 a.m. Yeah. Got done at 2:30 a.m. right after the Bears game. We were done at 2:30 p.m. We were done eating by 3.
That's how it happens.
All that time in half an hour.
I just put in all that time and we're done already.
Who cleaned up?
I clean up as I go, but then I put it in tins. Okay. So there's not a lot of, you know, you throw it away.
Smart man.
But Jordan participated in the cleaning up. My wife participated. But we all had a good time. All right, guys, on to the stories. The fight between Gabrielle Union and her former bosses at America's Got Talent, including Simon Cowell, his production company, remember, is getting intense. A media titan and former judge on the show is taking Gabrielle's side. Today, Howard Stern called AGT the ultimate boys club. He also said no matter how ugly, how old, how fat the men are, they stay on the show. To refresh your memory, Gabrielle said she was fired after she told HR about racially insensitive jokes and said she got a lot of notes about her physical appearance. Simon Cowell's company says they remain committed to ensuring a respectful workplace for all employees. We are working with Miss Union to hear more about her concerns. So we're hearing one side of this, and we know there's two sides to every story, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm torn on this. I'm torn as like a talent, and I'm torn as working in television my whole life. I can see both sides of the coin. So as a talent, if we maybe don't perform or we don't bring the numbers, it's simple as we are let go if we're not bringing those things to the table. But also, you know, I feel that, you know, maybe I feel like, so Simon has to think about that. For her, everyone has a different side to the story, so maybe she did get some insensitive comments, maybe she did feel like she was being persecuted, and that's her side of the story. So I think on this side, there are two definite things, but we've seen a lot of celebrities speaking out. We've seen Ariana Grande, we've seen Ellen DeGeneres, so many people speaking out online saying that they're sticking up for Gabrielle Union, but in a way, this is really bad, but I'm selfishly happy because someone I know has taken her seat on America's Got Talent, the champions, Alicia Dixon. She's come from London. And she's
coming to America?
She's already here. She's already doing the show. Wow. So someone I know is like, someone I know I've worked with quite a few times is sitting in that seat, and she deserves it. So it's a difficult situation for me.
It's sounding like everyone's replaceable. You know, it's kind of like the NFL. True. You know, you're never as big as the logo. But I wish we had Erica Cobb here because I don't want to. I understand what Gabrielle is going through, like in the sense of where Howard Stern is saying that, oh, this is the ultimate boys club there. She has probably heard some things, maybe even saw some things that she was uncomfortable with, and some of her friends on the show who are co-workers have probably heard as well. Now, prior to her getting there, it was probably one of those situations where it's like, oh, that's just the boys club. That's just Simon. That's how he acts. That's what he does, smoking inside a studio, which is illegal. But at the same time, if you're Simon, you're like, I've created this. This show is a big show. I've created this environment to where people are relaxed. People are joking around in a sense. This one person is not going to come in here and stir the pot. So that's why I can see why there's a rift on both sides. Right. But I really wish, like, this is one of those moments where I wish I had Erica here to speak on what she thinks Gabrielle is feeling on more of the black woman side.
Because there's remarks. allegedly about her hair.
Yes,
right.
yes.
Yeah,
So
I read that
Erica's
too.
gone through her own hair journey.
Exactly. So that's why I'd like to hear Erica's side. But again, there are two sides to every story. We heard Gabrielle's side, which I'm sure she's speaking her truth,
Of
right?
course,
And
yeah.
I'm sure ABC has their, or NBC has their truth as well. So I'm sure we'll hear more to the story. All right, guys, moving on. Oh, it wouldn't be Christmas season without a Lori Loughlin story, right? Lori Loughlin's daughter, Olivia Jade, is breaking her silence on YouTube. She kept a low profile since the college admissions scandal. And here's what she told her nearly 2 million fans on YouTube.
Obviously, I've been gone for a really long time, and as much as I wish I could talk about all of this, it's really hard for me to say this just because I know that it's something that needs to be addressed. It's just, unfortunately, which is also why I didn't know exactly when I should come back to YouTube, but the reason for that is just because I'm legally not allowed to speak on anything going on right now.
So she didn't break any bombshells there, but she wasn't allowed to. I'm sure her mom or her parents' lawyer said, let me review that tape before you put that on YouTube.
I'm sure they
But do you
did.
blame her for trying to separate herself from this and kind of move on with her own life?
I need to do something because,
no.
like, what am I going to do now that my finances are going to be cut off soon? Ow. Like, come
Wow,
on.
so you're not-
that was pathetic. It was pathetic.
Your
Why are you
impersonation or what
wasting-
she said was
What
pathetic?
she said, she didn't tell us anything.
She's
She
not allowed.
danced around the fact. I mean, why bother?
Do you think she's going to go on there while her mom has case pending and go, guys, yes, that was me photoshopped on the crew machine or the row machine? Do you
No,
think
but
she's
she
gonna
could
do
have
that?
at least said, you know what, guys? I can't talk about this. I can't wait for the day when I can.
That's what she's saying.
No, she's not. She's going around the trees like anything. I've never heard anything so useless in
Does
all my
beating
life.
around the bush mean going around the trees?
Beating around the bush.
Do you see all those jump cuts that they have in there? That's because one of Lori's lawyers or one of Lori's lawyers was probably like, we can't put that in there. Cut that part out. We can't say this. Cut that part out. She has a case pending right now. Now, whether Becky goes to jail or she gets out, this girl's life still has to go on. She has almost 2 million followers and subscribers throughout her social media. She's getting paid. No one cares about her being a student. We're not worried about that. We can see by all those that she can't speak English that well. But what she can do well is she is a great YouTuber. Get that money,
She's got
girl.
almost 2 million subscribers, which is a lot for YouTube. And I think just by that one video, she got 50,000 more.
You know what that means?
Yeah, which is a lot.
Yeah,
You know what
so
that
she knows
means?
what she's
What
doing.
does it mean?
Cha-ching!
Well, yeah.
Ad revenue.
I mean, she's got to make the most of it, hasn't she? Because what's she going to do in about 3 years' time when no one gives their monkeys?
She's gonna be doing YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what. I hope we hear more for her. I like how crazy
I'm
everyone's
subscribing, Jeff.
All right, guys. Last Christmas, actress Emilia Clarke is opening up about her life-threatening medical crisis. If you guys remember, in 2011, right after wrapping up the first season of Game of Thrones, she suffered a dangerous brain hemorrhage. But now, in a new interview with The Guardian, she calls it a good thing. She says, "I never was destined to be the young actor goes off the rails type, and having a brain hemorrhage that coincided precisely with the beginning of my career gave me perspective that I wouldn't have had otherwise." So do you guys have any bad situations that you look back on? I kind of live my life like this.
Yeah.
Everything that happened bad or traumatic or a past ex-girlfriend or a friend even, I try to turn around and spin it into a positive. Do you guys have any specifics that you could remember?
Yeah, me and Bert were sat looking at each. Bert is our senior producer. He's sat in the corner. He's not paying attention right now, but he's all right.
So tell the truth of the
text-
story
So what
then, since
happened?
he's not paying attention.
Me and Bert got into, like, not a fight, but a big disagreement once. Middle of the night, me giving it all this, saying, you know what, because I got it into my head, someone filled my head with a load of nonsense, and it was a bad thing. It was a bad thing. I got very persuaded by someone negative in my life that a lot of things that weren't true. And Bert's laughing his head off in the corner.
Our producer goes, "What did she say?"
Yeah, me.
So wait, someone was negative in your life.
Someone very influential in my life, Bert's laughing at this, someone very influential in my life got very into my head, and at a time when I was very vulnerable, which our senior members of staff knew about, and it resulted in me and Bert having a very big heart-to-heart.
You didn't run around
Many, many
Bert helped
times.
you out, though.
Yeah,
He helped me,
Yes.
but he helped me see the error of my ways, because I mean, I just was in such a
All right.
place I couldn't
Yeah.
see the
You're
wood for the
okay.
trees.
There you go. There you go. You didn't run around the trees, right, when you were talking to him?
I ran into the tree and hit every branch on the
And he
way
helped you out.
down, let me
Awesome.
tell you. Yeah,
Awesome.
Bert was the tree, and he was trying to catch me left, right, and centre, and I'm knocking all the branches down and all sorts. So anyway, the point of it is yeah, I've done many things that have been very silly, but thank God for the people around you that pick you up in those
It's about learning
scenarios.
from those. It's about
And not doing that, yeah.
wins and lessons.
Wins and lessons.
How about you?
Absolutely.
We know-
Well, one of my lessons was when I got released by the Miami Dolphins. I was 23 years old. I had won a Super Bowl. I had played in the playoffs with the Miami Dolphins. You're on South Beach. You got all this money. You're just living this life. But I was talking to people who were friends, talking to family any way I wanted to. If my head was like this. So it took Brian Gaines, Jeff Ireland, and Bill Parcells to call me into the office and cut me and let me go on that downward spiral for a little bit and reinvent myself and make myself who I was supposed to be. So, you know, I'm
That's
I'm
big
glad
of you
that happened.
to say
Yeah,
that,
man.
but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a great lesson for you moving forward in life, because who wouldn't have that big head?
Oh, yeah.
You're in the NFL,
Yeah.
you're like on South Beach. I hear you, buddy.
The
I hear
old
you.
London days.
DBL is live and coming up. Fitness trainer to the stars, Harley Pasternak spills the beans on how to help Jessica Simpson, or on how he helped Jessica Simpson lose those 100 pounds. How his advice could help you too. Plus, country singer Garth Brooks chats with co-host Tori Shulman, reveals his backstage secret for putting on a monster show. That's next.
Ken French, World.
Red kettles on street corners, volunteers ringing bells. The Salvation Army's Red Kettle campaign kicking off the holiday season every year. Let's connect the dots. It is the oldest fundraiser of its kind in the country. Beginning in 1891, the now iconic campaign starting as a way to feed the hungry on Christmas in San Francisco. Now the Red Kettles can be found not just in the U.S., but Korea, Japan, Chile, and all over Europe. In 2015, the faith-based charity raising a record $149.6 million, 82 cents of every dollar going directly to helping your neighbors in need. The funds providing food, shelter, and social services to 30 million Americans year-round. No spare change or cash, the Salvation Army rolling out mobile technology this year. You can now donate using Apple Pay or Google Pay at the Kettle. In some locations, you can dip your credit card. Donations are still accepted online. An important reminder that even during the hustle and bustle of the holiday season, doing the most good matters.
Wouldn't you have to follow her podcast called Melissa Rivers Group Text?
Yes.
So tell us all about Group Text.
Well, it's been a passion project. I've been wanting to do a podcast forever. And I finally got the opportunity to, and I thought, what do I want to do? And everyone's like, you should just do fashion, or you should just do this. I'm like, I don't want to be like boxed in. And I laugh. I have the funniest group of friends in all different walks of life, and I have different group texts going with different friends. And there's always something interesting or silly or fun or funny or provocative. And I'm like, why can't I talk about all of this?
That's a good idea.
Yeah. And of course, I'm going to do and have been doing the day after every single award show. Yes. So it's a way to bring back all the fashion and all the fun, and we'll be doing it all through the 2020 awards season, a full slate of award shows. It'll be super fun.
Red kettles on street corners.
Welcome back to DBL. Country legend Garth Brooks stars in a new documentary that fans have a completely fresh look into his superstar life. And DBL co-host Tori Shulman got a sneak peek in today's Chatting with the Stars.
the legendary, the most amazing, the sweetest, Garth Brooks, welcome to Daily Blast Live. It seems like nowadays it's very hard to be a celebrity and not have any skeletons in the closet, and it's a very divisive time, but nobody can say a freaking bad thing about you. So I want to have some news for DBL. Garth Brooks, right now, exclusively, tell us one bad thing about yourself.
Oh, you're going to see in the documentary. I got a lot of skeletons, and they're dancing, honey. They're all out on the floor.
Good.
If you're going to eventually know that your 3 daughters are going to have a camera staring right at them, and they're going to ask them, what's the one thing you learned from your dad?
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. Choose your words carefully is all I could say.
You made all of us swoon here when you said you're ready to take a backseat to let Miss Trisha Yearwood shine, and we were all like, oh, my God, Garth! Because of the time she took off to be a mom. That is just ridiculously sweet. What does that look like for you?
I am the guy now holding the coat and her purse when she comes off stage. And I got to tell you, if you're going to do that for anybody, it's an honor to get to do it for that woman right there. She was so sweet. I announced my retirement. We moved home. She didn't announce her retirement. She cut her dates way back, but never said a word. And I can't thank Miss Yearwood and the girl's mother, Sandy, for raising these babies the way they did.
Now, we have to know, out of these 2 accomplishments, which one are you more proud of, okay? Your hometown of Yukon, Oklahoma, dedicating a water tower to say the home of Garth Brooks, or drawing the biggest crowd in Ireland since the Pope.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Hometown always wins on that one. But I'm going to take Yukon, Oklahoma, because my mama was right there beside me when that all happened, and I miss her so much. I love her to pieces, and she lives every day in me. But that's why I'll pick Yukon every time.
What do you do backstage to prepare for what everyone I know says? They go to see a Garth Brooks show, and they're like, it's the best concert you're ever going to go to. What do you do to get there?
You got to remember your mom and dad's words. My mom told me you were born to do this. Go have the most fun. Just squeeze as much fun out of every second you can. My dad was one of those realist guys that you're walking to the stage in Central Park and you go, hey, Dad, I've heard there's like 850,000 people out there. And he said, I'm proud of you, son, but remember, that's 850,000 people you could disappoint. And it's like, holy cow, get on your game, right?
Yes.
Focus, enjoy it, but don't forget why you're out there, and you're out there for them, man. And hearing those people sing, there's no place safer than that.
Really quick, I sing your song, I Got Friends in Low Places, from my karaoke Christmas song. So I wish me luck this year. I'm going to win.
I love it. Good luck.
Thank you.
It's a fun song to sing. I don't get to sing it much because I just get started and then they just take it over and I watch, but it sounds like a fun song.
That's true. Garth, it's been such an honor, and thank you for always giving it all, because people spend a lot of money and a lot of time, and you totally give back every single time. Say hi to your beautiful Miss Yearwood for you. Say hi from Tori. And thanks for talking to us.
Thank you. Happy holidays. I love her. She's a doll.
Great interview, Tori. I really enjoyed that. Coming up on DBL, you may not know his name, but you know Harley Pasternak's celebrity clients. The pro trainer is giving tips for everyone to help keep those pounds off this holiday season.
Could someone be stealing your identity?
The field for presidential hopefuls is shrinking as 2 Democratic candidates dropped out over the weekend. Montana Governor Steve Bullock and former Congressman Joe Sestak have ended their 2020 campaigns. Now that leaves 17 contenders remaining, with former Vice President Biden still leading the polls. DBL Nation, are you happy the field is shrinking for people willing to take on President Trump in 2020? Let us know using the hashtag dbltake. It's flu season, and we've got new information coming in from researchers on the all-important flu shot. NPR reports medical researchers say the vaccine could be less effective for people who are overweight or obese. The CDC says more than 2/3 of American adults are overweight, so if the flu shot doesn't work as well for those of us who have a few extra pounds, that's pretty concerning. Not only that, but medical researchers say the flu virus is able to grow better and at higher concentrations in obese patients. DBL Nation, what do you think about this story? And get this, brushing your teeth more could lower your risk of heart disease. That's right, a new study shows that if you brush your teeth more than 2 times a day, you could lower your risk of heart failure. 160,000 people were studied for more than 10 years, and it found that brushing your teeth 3 times a day instead of 2 lowered the risk by 10%. That's quite a bit. DBL Nation, is a study this big enough to make you want to brush your teeth an extra time each day? I think it's worth it. And Christmas time is officially here, and we're getting our first look at the White House decorations this year. First Lady Melania Trump unveiled the gorgeous decorations on Twitter yesterday, saying the spirit of America is shining in the White House. One of my favorite parts of the decorations is the Gold Star family tree. Now it's covered with golden stars in honor of those who have lost a family member in the armed forces. This has been Fast Blast for you. We'll see you next break.
Welcome back to DBL. Celebrity trainer Harley Pasternak is known for his fitness transformations. Now, he recently made headlines for helping Jessica Simpson shed 100 pounds after having a baby. Yeah, I said it right, 100. So, what's his secret? I caught up with him to learn some fitness tips and tricks that we can all use this holiday season in today's DBL Spotlight. Harley Pasternak, welcome to DBL, and I want to thank you for being here and taking the time out for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right, let's get these people into shape now. So you work with a lot of different celebrities, a lot of A-list celebrities, and most recently you helped Jessica Simpson lose 100 pounds after having a baby. I know you can't give us all the goods, but what's your secret, and how can the average person accomplish this?
You know, the secret is there's no secrets. There's just a bunch of daily habits that Jessica did and continues to do, and that anyone can do, and that's try and hit at least 12,000 steps every day. Try and get at least 7 hours of quality sleep a night. Eat protein and fiber 5 times a day. That's 3 meals and 2 snacks. And last but not least, lift something, push something, pull something heavy for at least 10 minutes a day. But that's how we got Jessica ready, or any other client ready.
And you also worked on Revenge Body with Khloe Kardashian, and you helped people achieve dramatic weight loss transformations. So what do you think is that one thing that keeps people from losing weight?
I think they try and do too much too quickly. Ooh. And you know, you end up hurting yourself, and whether it be a strain or a sprain or tendonitis or some kind of pain, I injured myself. And so the key is, if you do have pain, to be able to find a way to train around it.
I like that. And you know, one thing for me as well is like I try and look at my abs on day 1 of the workout, and then day 3, and I'm like, you know, I don't have that beach body yet. So I think that's a reason why a lot of people don't aren't consistent with it as well. And speaking of that
unrealistic
pain,
goals, yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And
speaking of that pain, you're actually taking a new approach to pain relief using CBD. Now, there's not a lot of known testing surrounding that method. So how does your treatment work, and have you tried it on any celebrities or athletes?
Scientifically, we know that CBD orally has been shown to help with anxiety. It's been shown to help with epilepsy, and it's been shown to help with sleep. So when you ingest CBD, and CBD topically as a cream or a balm or a salve has been shown to help with pain. And that really is how I use it. I use a product called CBD Medic, so it's the only FDA-registered CBD topical. So the government's reviewed the facility it's made, and you know what's in it. It's all natural. It's THC-free. So you're right. CBD's everywhere right now. Too many places with too many claims. But if you are going to consider CBD, make sure that you know where it's from, you know the source, it's a trusted brand, and it's not making any of these radical claims.
Thank you for talking with us, man, and good luck with your CBD brand.
If you need any more tips, go to cbdmedic.com and you can learn about pain management.
For sure. Thank you, Harley.
Thank you.
Is everyone getting their 12,000 steps in? Yeah. Well, we're going to work on that here at Daily Blast Live. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by...
Do you use sleep equipment? Did you know...
Hey, welcome back to Beauty Blast, guys. I'm Jeray for the Slay, and while we're here, let's go ahead and pull up those search bars, type in J-A-R-A-Y for the Slay, all one word, my friends, on all your social media platforms so we can be friends. back to business. Welcome back to Beauty Blast, guys. Today, we're talking about some red light beauty tips and some of my favorite ways to save some time while you're getting ready. Today, though, I want to talk about traveling with your beauty tips. Now, when you're traveling with your beauty products, it's important not to overpack. Now, I know anything could happen while you're on vacation, whether you're at the beach, in the mountains, whatever you may. You want to make sure that you have everything that you need, but you don't need to overpack. So that's why I went ahead and made a little list for us so that we all know the expectation and that we're not just carrying a toolkit around with us, okay? Now, number one, you want to bring the eye essentials. So some of my eye essentials are going to be a mascara. Full size or travel size is okay. If you need a travel size, check your local Sephora or even ask at a counter if there might be a sample size that you can try out before your actual vacation, okay? So you can do a travel size mascara. You can do a little bit of an eyeliner. I prefer to do a pencil liner when I'm traveling just because it's going to help to make sure that you have more flexibility with your looks. Now, another thing that I would recommend for eyes is one eyeshadow stick. Choose one and just make it neutral. So this way you can kind of be more flexible with your looks, whether it be more of a bronze, a blush color, or cream. You can kind of have a little bit more diversity with your looks by using a blush or bronzer, which we'll get to next. Now, another thing that you can do is get an all-in-one blush, bronzer, and highlight palette. These guys are great to make sure that you're all ready to go for any look. And last but not least, don't forget a tinted moisturizer. It has your SPF and your hydration. So guys, let me know if these beauty tips worked for your travel, and go ahead and write me in at @JureForTheSlay on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I'm sure we'll connect soon. We'll see you guys next time.
And if you're planning to fly over the holiday, now may be the best time to buy a ticket. Let's connect the dots. Most of us know that spending the holidays with family is priceless, but actually getting there at Christmas can cost an arm and a leg. The conventional thinking has always been to plan ahead and buy tickets early because prices go up as the calendar creeps towards Christmas. But when you actually crunch the numbers, the best time to buy that Christmas time ticket is the first week of December. Adobe Analytics found prices fell 13% this week. But you have to act fast because prices jump up 8% the week before the holiday. When it comes to the best day to actually fly, Christmas Eve is the cheapest. You'll pay around $100 less compared to the Saturday before the holiday. Meanwhile, travel experts all recommend planning ahead, which means making a list and checking it twice. Connecting the dots, I'm Stephanie Whitfield.
Hey, welcome back to Beauty Blast, guys. I'm JureForTheSlay, and while we're here, let's go ahead.
Welcome back to DBL. Tonight we are remembering Shelly Morrison, who died yesterday at 83 years old from heart failure. Morrison was best known for her role on Will and Grace as Rosario the maid. Check out this clip Deborah Messing tweeted out from Will and Grace.
Simba looks angry.
And also earlier in her career, Morrison had a role in The Flying Nun with Sally Field. Some of you might remember that. So she was known for her comedic timing. Yeah. That's what she was known for. We saw that one-liner right there. That's what she was known for. And I mean, when you have those one-liners that steal the show, that's almost better than being like the main actor.
The star,
Oh,
yeah. I mean, because if you look at the script, most people look at it and see they only have that one line. They're like, oh, I want to be in more. But like you said, she stole the show, and that's what we're still talking about. So rest in power.
Absolutely. We'll be back tomorrow, guys. Same time, same place. Happy Monday, everybody. Merry Christmas.